This is Agent 3000 Part 4. So just to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Agent 3000 originally had 3 classes. In Part 1, we discussed everything that you get as a Miami member, everything that is free from Miami, which are the unlimited landing pages, the social media tools, the flyers, single property websites, the HTML coding for Craigslist. You can create QR codes, which can then be placed on sign writers. You can also create some graphs for market stats and some reports, and then some Facebook marketing tools. Now, for an additional $25 a month, you do get access to a website with IDX feed. You can create your own video tours. You can add in your contacts. You have a CRM where you can create market update emails. You can design your own emails, and you can schedule your email blasts, which is everything you see on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, it's $20 a month for everything you see on the right-hand side. And it's going to include a website with IDX feed. We cover these features in parts 2 and 3 of the class. Now, the 4th class, which is today's class, we will be covering Agent 3000 for teams. So this class is specifically geared toward brokers, team leaders, or admin. It is a class that will show you how to manage your agents, how to assign leads, how to create and brand things as a team or as an office, because you could be using this either for a team or for an entire office, be that office small or large. So we do have a page dedicated to teams. It's miamirealtors.com/teams. I'm pretty sure that Connie is already sharing links with you. Okay, in the chat, she went ahead and she shared all of the Agent 3000 classes. I'm going to go ahead and share the link to the team page. And when you are on the team page, if you scroll down to the bottom, it does say Team Tutorials, Videos, and Tips, Agent 3000, list of features available for teams. If you click on Learn More, it's going to open this page that is dedicated to Agent 3000 from the team or office perspective. So we are going to be discussing lead routing. They can be assigned manually, round robin style. You can reassign leads at any time. Team members are required to add notes if they're gonna mark a lead as dead, quote unquote, meaning, you know, maybe they called them and they didn't answer. They can go ahead and remove them from their contacts. The team leader can also see all of those notes and see everything that was done for that contact while it was in, you know, someone else's possession. You can also see how many leads were missed by agents, because agents can set time frames where they accept leads, or they can make themselves unavailable. You can also do that as well. You can make them unavailable, but you can see how many leads they've missed. So if they're not making themselves available enough, you'll be able to pick up on that. You can see the last time they logged into Agent 3000. You can set rules for how your leads from IDX and landing pages and Facebook ads and Realtor.com and Zapier, how those are going to be managed. And then, of course, you can manage your team roster, especially when it comes to the website. So that's what we're focusing on primarily today, is Agent 3000 from the team/office perspective. This is how a team leader, a broker, or admin would be using the Agent 3000 Teams feature to manage the team or the office and the leads, as well as the website. And of course, I do want to create a couple of examples of things like landing pages or flyers, so that you can see they look the same, but obviously the team is represented, so it's going to look just a little different. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. When you are using the system as a team, okay, you as the team leader, as the broker, as the admin, you are not going to log in through the gateway. You will actually be logging in through agent3000.com. When you log in, and I do want to show you, since we never log in this way, right? You would go to agent3000.com. Now, to be clear, you all have individual access to Agent 3000, and to access your individual account, your contacts, your landing pages, your flyers, all of that, you would go through the Miami Gateway. But when you're the team leader or the broker, and you have Agent 3000 set up for the team or office, you are going to log in to manage that through agent3000.com. So you would enter your username, and again, you speak to Agent 3000. They set all of this up, and of course, they will give you your login information. You're gonna log in. And make sure I'm typing the right password. Okay, you're gonna make sure you select Miami from the drop-down, accept the terms, and log in. Okay, it looks the same, hasn't changed. Remember that if you need to contact Agent 3000, they are very helpful, very hands-on. You can see their Facebook business page over here on the top right corner. You can email them, you can call them, and they also have their own webinars every Tuesday and Thursday. The first thing that you should do is set up the team information. So on the left-hand side in the top left corner, you can click on settings. And here you're filling out the profile. Again, it is the same exact design and setup. That doesn't change, but the information is obviously going to be different. So here I'm going to put all of the team information, the team name, the broker, the office information, phone numbers, email, and the website. Now there is a website that comes with this. So this is the website for the team that I have here on Agent 3000. And then of course I would make sure to save that account information. If I scroll back up to the top, I can add in the logo. So if you have a team logo, as the trainers do, you can add in your team logo. You can add in the team photo. Here's the trainer picture. Notifications, you can set up how you want your notifications. You can get an email report every morning for any leads that were generated in the last 24 hours. You also see that when you log in. And then you can also ask for text messages. Just enter your phone number and then check off what you would like to receive via text message. Make sure you save those account informations all the way at the account notifications all the way at the bottom. So look for that button that says Save Account Notifications. Click on it, and then you're done. So we have the basic information set up. So let's talk about the lead routing, because that's one of the main key components of Agent 3000 team, or the team features. So on the left-hand side, everything is the same, but you'll notice that you do have an option that says lead routing that isn't there when you're logged in as an individual. So we're gonna go ahead and click on lead routing, and we have lead assignment and lead routing settings. Under lead assignment, this is where you can add in the agents from your team or from your office, right? And so these are some agents from our office, right? These are some members from our office who are part of the team, as an example. For every person that you add, you obviously see their name, their license number, the office ID, and then you're gonna see leads, total leads. That's how many leads have been sent to that person. Once they have had a lead sent to them, you can always take the lead back and reassign it to someone else. Leads missed, because they do have windows. So as you can see, start and end time. So if they've set their windows, or if they've made themselves unavailable too often and they've missed a bunch of leads, you would see that. So you see their window of availability with start and end time. You see last login would be the last time they logged into Agent 3000, and then available or unavailable. Let's say they're going on vacation. We're gonna go ahead and make them unavailable until they come back. Let's say that it's a brand new agent. I'm gonna add them to the team, but I'm gonna make them unavailable until they've learned the ropes, just as an example. And then you can always delete. So let me show you how to add someone. I'm gonna go ahead and delete myself. So I need to add in a new agent. I can add in a single agent, or if I am working as a broker and I am using this for my office, I can add in all the agents in the office. But let's say I wanna add in a single agent, add single agent. I'm gonna look for that person by name or ID. I'm gonna go ahead and use ID. There she is. I click, I save. It's that easy. She's been added. Okay, so what happens is, let me show you. I can manually assign leads. I can have it round robin, meaning I can let the system automatically do it. but this is kind of like my dashboard to see what's going on with the leads that have been assigned. And then if I need to, I can reassign them, and I can also see any notes that they've written. Lead routing settings is where I decide what's going to happen with the leads and what times I'm going to make it active so that it can route leads to my agents or my team. So you have your start and end time. Idle lead time, I have 5 minutes. That means that for certain options, the agent has 5 minutes to accept the lead before it goes to the next person. Okay, you're going to go ahead and save this. You can have it set to 5 all the way to 60. We know that time is of the essence, and so maybe we don't want to wait too long, because the longer we make a lead wait, the less likely we are to turn that lead into a customer. Now, your options for routing leads. This is specifically for the website. As you can see, it says website IDX lead routing settings. So any leads that come in through the website, the team website, how are we going to route those? You have 4 options. Manual, which means they're going to come into the system, and it is up to you as the team leader, as the broker, as the admin, to manually take that contact and send it to one of the agents that is on the team or in the office. You have round robin accept assign. That means it goes to an agent, and it's just going to kind of go down the list. It goes to an agent. We said 5 minutes up here, so the agent has 5 minutes to accept the lead. And if they don't accept the lead, it goes to the next person. So for example, a new lead comes in, the system automatically assigns it to Robert. Robert has 5 minutes to accept the lead. The 5 minutes come and go. It's going to jump from Robert to the next person on the list. Let's say that's Christy. Christy has 5 minutes to accept it. If she doesn't accept it, it goes to Connie, and then it'll just go down the line. Specific agent means that you are going to have all of the website leads go to a specific agent that is on the team. This list comes from whoever you have added under leads, not under leads, I'm sorry, under the routing, okay, under lead assignment. So the team that's available for leads to receive these leads is going to be whoever you've added under lead assignment. So let's say I have a top producing agent and I want my leads to go to that person. And then from there, if they can't do it, then I can send it to someone else. I'm going to go ahead and specify the agent. The last option is round robin auto assign, which means, okay, I don't have any leads right now, but that means that it goes to Robert. One lead goes to Robert. He doesn't have to accept it. It's going to go to him, and then he takes it from there. Another lead comes in, it goes to the next agent. So there's no concern about the accepting phase. Just understand that that means that a lead could potentially be waiting longer to be contacted by an agent. We discussed how to create landing pages in Agent 3000 Part 1. And so here are some landing pages that were created as a team. And I have one for buyers and one for sellers. Well, I can decide manually to assign leads that come in from those landing pages. I have the same options. Round robin accept assign, which means the agent has a certain amount of time to accept it before it goes to the next agent. Specific agent, I specify one person. And then round robin auto assign, it gets assigned to an agent. It is in that agent's possession until they, maybe mark it as dead, meaning they couldn't get through to the person maybe wasn't interested, or they decide, hey, I can't do this, and then I can go ahead. They will give it up and the system will send it to the next person. So we do have the same 4 options. Again, just pointing out that for each thing, you can manually decide how you want those leads to be routed to your agents or to your team. Agent 3000 also works with Facebook ads, and you can talk to them about that. But when you create Facebook ads with the forms, those leads are not sent to you automatically. You have to go into your ads manager, track down that ad, and then you can export any leads that were captured by that ad. Agent 3000 has kind of automated the process so that you can have them brought into your Agent 3000 system automatically, so that you don't have to go hunting for it on your Facebook ads manager. But here you would then decide where those leads would go to. You can also link your Zapier and your realtor.com accounts. And again, any leads that come in through there, you can then manage how they're going to be assigned. Okay, so you would start, of course, with your profile information. Make sure that your team's information is set up, your picture, all of that. And then make sure that under lead routing, you have added everyone from the team, and that in lead routing settings, you've decided how you are going to have those leads that come in from the website and from the landing page, etc., how those are going to be distributed to other office members or to your team members. So let's talk about the contacts. So let's assume that I have it set up where I'm manually referring them, right? So I have these two contacts. I have, Mighty Mouse and Sean Summer. Sean's the creator of Agent 3000. Okay, and I can scroll all the way to the right, and I can see Sean already has 2 notes. I click on that, and I can see that Connie said no returned calls, and Maggie said called 3 times and did not answer or return call. Okay, so this lead doesn't really seem all that interested, and 2 of my agents, 2 of my team members have already marked it as dead and said it's not happening. I can go ahead and assign it to someone else, okay? Or I can go ahead and at that point I can select it and delete them. I'm the only one that can delete the contact completely as the broker, as the team leader, or as admin. Everyone else, unless you give everyone access to this account, all they can do is mark the lead as quote unquote dead, and then it removes them from that agent's account, but it remains here in the team account. But as you can see, I didn't write the notes, right? As the team leader, my agents did, and I can see that. As you can tell, I cannot see my agent's contacts. So whatever an agent has saved individually in their account is not going to be made accessible here. So by adding them as a team member, I don't get access to their contacts, to their landing pages, to any of that. I only get access to the team side of it, and their information and their contacts remain private. So if you have a team member or an agent who is concerned about, hey, are you going to see all of my information? You're not, okay? Everyone's information is confidential and it's safe. But let's say I wanted to assign a contact. I'm going to go ahead and assign this to Margarita. Okay, awesome. And that's it. That's all it takes. So now when I go to lead routing and I click on lead assignment, I can see that Margarita has 1 lead. This arrow that points backwards, or that points back, is going to reclaim the lead from her. So if for whatever reason I realize, oh, she's on vacation, or oh, I meant to send it to someone else, I can come in here and I can reclaim it. If I click on the arrow pointing forward or going forward, it's going to allow me to reassign it to someone else. So the arrow pointing back is going to let me reclaim it. I take it back from her. The arrow pointing forward is going to let me assign it to someone else. But here's a nice little, again, dashboard that's going to show you how many leads everyone has, how many leads they haven't accepted. So let me show you what that looks like on the individual side, right? I'm going to go ahead and switch from the team to the individual view just for a moment. So the team leader or the broker went ahead and assigned that lead to Margarita, right? Margarita logs into her account. She goes to, because she got that email, she got that notification. She goes into her contacts and clicks on all contacts. Okay, and there is one here at the top. That is the one that was assigned to her. And all the way to the right, it says it was assigned by Miami Trainers, which is the team leader, the broker, the admin. I can now follow through. I have all the contact information. If this person, for whatever reason, doesn't answer the phone calls and I want to mark it as dead, we're going to go ahead and say dead lead. It's a dead end. It led nowhere. It will force the agent to write notes. So why is it that they are marking it as a dead lead? So let's say this agent says called and texted, but no answer. They save it. They will now lose that lead. It returns back, or that note will then be seen by the admin. Okay. As you can see, Margarita has quite a few contacts, and these were not visible on the team's end. So the team login does not grant the team leader or broker access to everyone's contacts. Now, I'm going to go back to the team. I just wanted to really quickly show you what the agent sees. Okay, so I'm back to the team. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. So again, lead routing, you're going to add in all your agents, and this is where you're going to see how many leads they have, how many leads they haven't accepted, their hours of availability, etc. Lead routing is where you are going to set up how you want the leads to be distributed, whether it's manually or automatic. Contacts is where you're going to see your leads. Everything is the same here. Nothing has changed. We do discuss the contacts and all of this information in detail in Agent 3000 Part 2. And again, you would go to all contacts and you would be able to assign. So I can see here that Maggie marked this contact as dead. It was a dead end. And if I click on notes, I can see that Maggie said she called and answered. She called and texted, but there was no answer. Okay, so I can go ahead and see the notes. If I then assign this to Connie, Connie is going to see what Maggie said. So the notes and all of the information for that contact will travel as it is assigned from agent to agent. So now that you have your settings and your picture and you know how to add agents and how to distribute and route leads, let's talk about the website a little bit. So under website, again, everything is the same, and we talk about the website in Agent 3000 Part 3. But as a team, you have to make sure that you have added your team members. So adding them at the top with the leads portion does not automatically add them to your website as well. So we're going to go ahead and click on Add Team Members. Okay, and here are the team members. You can add in their picture, their name, their email, their contact information. You can add in the languages they speak, their designations, etc. So let me show you how to add them to your website. I'm going to go ahead and delete. Okay, so I need to add in a new person. You can add in, again, all the agents in the office, or you can add in an agent individually. So let's say I'm going to add in a person. I can autofill some of this information using their license number. Okay, so there's their name, but Margarita actually goes by Maggie, so it does let me edit their phone number, their license type, designations. She has, you know, the PSA. I can go ahead and add that. I can add in their website. So again, as the team leader, as the broker, as the admin, I can make sure to set up each of the agents that are part of the team or part of the office. Okay, there it is. Languages, I know she speaks English and she speaks Spanish. Awesome. Under biography, we can go ahead and type a little information. So, you know, let's say, and then I can add in all of their social media. So I can add in their Facebook. So I can ask them for all of this, maybe as the broker, as the team leader, as the admin. You can make sure to set this up and tell them, hey, do you have social media for business? No, let's get you set up, and then you can get all of those links, and you can kind of do this like a little setup process for each of your new agents. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fill out social media. Awesome. You can also add in the person's picture. So I'm going to go ahead and there it is, open, perfect, and then I save. Close. On the website, okay, and again, the website hasn't changed. The only difference you're going to see is that under our team, if you click, here's the team. Okay, they can click on each person. There's the biography that I wrote. Here's the contact information. Here's the social media. Okay, if I go back, Connie. I can click on Connie. There's Connie's information, her contact information. So the one main difference is that obviously everything is branded for the team. So here's the team logo that I loaded. Here's the team email, the team phone number, team Facebook. And then at the bottom, I have the team picture. So everything is branded for the team or for the office. And then here are the team members. Everything else is the same. So the setup of the website, that hasn't changed. And we do go over that in Agent 3000 Part 3. Now, I would recommend that when you do go to the website, you click on Setup Website, or the website section, I should say. Okay. And that's at the bottom, you make sure you've added the social media for the team. So this is not the place to add in your social media as the team leader, as the admin, as the broker. This is where you would add in your team or office social media links so that they can be viewed on the website. Okay, but everything else for the setup is the same. I would also recommend coming to Content List, which is the menu options. Our team is what's new. We're not going to touch that, but where it says About, we are going to click on that edit option and we are going to write about the office or the team here because it is part of it, or you can deactivate it. But this is where you would go ahead and talk about your team or your office. Again, this is what your broker or a broker or team leader would be doing when using Agent 3000 for teams. So you have to make sure, again, that you went into the profile settings and added all of the team's information and picture, that you went to lead routing and added all of the team members, that you then went to the website and that you click on add team members and that you also added them there. So again, whatever you add into lead routing does not automatically transfer over to the website. Now, I did want to show you how flyers and landing pages do look a little different. You're going to set them up or create them the same exact way, but they're going to be branded with the team's information instead of an individual agent's. So I do have some landing pages that I created. Okay, the landing pages look the exact same, right? But when you click on that arrow in the, not arrow, those three lines in the top left corner, the information that will pop up is the trainer information here because that's the team. So the information that pops up is the team information. Any leads that are captured here will go to the team account where you can then again manually route them or allow the system to automatically route them using things like round robin. But I did want to show you how it looks just a little different. With the flyers, same thing. If I click on flyers, let's say I want to create a 10 photo flyer. Same as always, you're going to go ahead and use those MLS numbers. So maybe I want to use an MLS number for a listing for someone on the team, right? Or create an open house flyer for the team. You're going to punch in that MLS number. Here are all the pictures from the MLS. I'm going to go ahead and just create my flyer. Right? And then once you have added your pictures, and again, we go over this in Agent 3000 Part 1, but I just want to show you what it's going to look like for the team. You can choose to remove the address. You can choose to remove the price. The picture, you can add in the profile picture, which is of the team name, the team email, the team phone number. You can select a background image or a border. You can edit the background, address, and content text colors. The amenities come from the MLS as well as the remarks, and I can always edit that. And then I can either create the PDF, create the JPEG, or create that social media banner. And this is what the flyer would look like. Okay, so it looks the same exact as what we do in or other Agent 3000 classes, but it is branded for the team, as you can see at the bottom of the flyer. Okay, the same thing also happens when you create or pull single property websites. If I click on single property websites, there we go. Again, you're gonna, so let's say this is a listing for one of the team members or one of the agents in the office, and you're using this as the team leader or broker. Okay, it will generate a landing page. And you have 3 different designs, but this time, instead of it being branded for the individual agent, which is what we discuss normally in class, it is branded for the team because we generated it from the team's Agent 3000 account. Okay. So again, just wanted to show you these features. We do teach you in depth how to create landing pages in Agent 3000 Part 1. We teach you how to create flyers in Part 1. We teach you how to manage the website in detail and the CRM in Part 2. And in Part 3, we do the website and the video tours. That all functions the same exact way here. The only difference is going to be that everything will be branded as the team if you're using this as a team. And if you are a broker, then it will be branded with the office information. So specifically today, remember we were discussing lead routing. So we talked about manual, round robin, accept, round robin, auto assign, or you can specify an agent. We talked about reassigning leads that were already assigned. So I can go ahead and I can take a lead away from an agent if they aren't doing anything with it and reassign it to someone else. Team members are required to add a note to mark a lead as dead. I did show you that once an agent receives the lead, if they want to go ahead and mark it as dead, they do have to write a note explaining why. The team leader can view all the notes. I showed you that as the team leader, I went in and I can see what everyone else has said and what everyone else has written about that lead. You can see the views that are, you can view the leads that are missed. Remember that I can see how many they have and how many they've missed. I can see the last time they logged into Agent 3000, again in that same dashboard. I can set those individual routing leads for the website, for the landing pages, for those Facebook ads, Realtor.com and Zapier. And then we also showed you how to go to the team roster for the website to add in your team members, their picture, their biographies, languages, designations, social media, contact information, etc. So all of the Agent 3000 team features were covered in today's class. All right, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And thank you to Connie for being in the chat. She shared a bunch of information with you. If you have any questions, you can always email the trainers at miamire.com. If you have any very specific questions about Agent 3000, you can also email them, support@agent3000.com. I hope that everyone has a wonderful week. And I want to thank you again for joining us. And of course, thank you so much for being Miami members.